All right, O's got a question about Justin Holl and Tyson Barrie.
Ray, if there was a 3-game stretch and Holl played in that position, like how much difference would you like what Cody Ceci's doing when he goes out there right now? How much difference would there be? Would you'd be like, oh wow, I really miss Ceci in that position?
I don't think so. Justin Holl is better than I anticipated. I mean, the only thing I saw him do last year was take morning skates. So it's hard to tell like how good he was. He played once every 6 weeks, but like I think he skates well. He's as good defensively, I think. He moves, he certainly moves around the zone as well. I don't know. I don't see the upside that some are talking about with Ceci. I mean, Noodles, we watched him a lot in Ottawa, and that's unfair because he got just caved in there, right? Which is what happens when you're on a crappy team.
Ray, I guess the question is, I don't know what Ceci's doing right now on the ice where it's like, if Justin Holl played with Morgan Rielly for 4 games, I don't know what you would say to me to say, oh, wow, in that situation, Ceci would have done this or that or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I think one of this is like, we've seen this with Babs before. It's like, man, he locks in on a line or a defense pair, and that's it. Like, very rarely do things go in the blender with Mike. And so I can't see them changing. I don't see a change in the future.
No, I think for the foreseeable future, I mean, that's what we're going to continue to see. I'm sure Justin Holl's just happy he's getting a regular shift in the NHL. And I'm not convinced, over a 5 or 10 game span, you're not going to see Holl hit a maybe a significant wall. Like, we just haven't seen it at the NHL level. Like, we have not, he hasn't, it's not his fault, but he hasn't given us enough sample size, and maybe we have too much with Ceci. Or we do kind of know what he is.
That's a preconceived notion a little bit. Right. Like, I think Ceci's a better skater. I think Ceci's stronger. I think he's got a lot of tools. I said this before he
when
came
does
on.
he show that to you?
I know, but I'm just saying.
I don't know. What's the answer? When does he show that he's a great skater and he does this or does that? I don't know what he does.
But he's playing against, to me, he's playing too high in the lineup. That's
Ceci?
what it is. Yes, Ceci. He's playing too high in the lineup. But that's what they have on the right side. You gotta decide you're gonna go Morgan Rielly and Tyson Barrie, which there wouldn't be a lot of, attention to detail in the defensive zone from Tyson Barrie. Like, to me, that's what Babcock has decided to do, is mix that up a little bit. But I think Ceci's better than Holl. Just putting it all together. Like, Ray, I think Ceci has a lot of tools. I just don't know if he puts the toolbox to work every night, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't see that. Let me back up for a second. Maybe Holl right now is in the position that he's best going to succeed in. And that's in that third pair playing in the 15-minute range. And maybe that's all he can handle, right? Like, maybe that's it. I don't see a bunch of great puck decisions with Ceci. He gets the puck and, it's not always a great pass out of the zone like you'd like from your top pair guy. You're right. There's no other way, though, to construct this defense with the guys that are there. You can talk about Travis Dermott, and, man, he played 8 minutes the other night. They're not going to give him more, as Bab says, they're not going to give him a bigger piece of the pie. Man, that guy's just getting his feet back on the ground, and he's left-handed. You're not going to have 2 left-handers playing together and then 2 right-handers if they move Ceci down. That's not going to happen. So unless there's a move somewhere, which I don't see how that's possible, what we see is what we get. And for their sake, they'd like to grow as a pack of 6. The minutes got to be spread out, guys. Like, Rielly can't play 30 minutes a night. It's too much. Nobody plays 30 minutes a night. So that means somebody else has to get the minutes. And if they don't trust the other guys, then they really got problems.